And good evening and welcome. It's time for high school basketball 32-6A district action. It is the visiting team, the Harlingen South Hawks, taking on the Weslaco Panthers. And the Panthers will take the first shot of the night, and it is no good. And we will see now what the Hawks can do. And they will bring the ball up. And, of course, they are in the dark uniforms, kind of orange stripes and orange numerals. And, of course, our first shot of the night, it was missed by Andrew Alameda. He is a gentleman that knows how to take shots. He can take the long shots, so we expect him to do what he can tonight to be successful from the outside. And the Hawks, they will shoot their first shot, and it will be good from inside the lane. Nice job by Rudy Rodriguez. He's a sophomore guard, number 23, one of the top shooters for the team, so it shouldn't be unexpected that he hits that basket. Less than a minute into the game, it is the Hawks over the Panthers, 2-0, and now they are working the ball outside around the perimeter. Both teams will have man-to-man offenses tonight. And we see, again, the Panthers, they are in their relatively new uniforms, white uniforms with purple. And the ball is stolen that time. And it is Vince Peralez, number 32, the post, who loses the ball. And the Hawks will see if they can capitalize on this turnover. Glad to have everybody aboard tonight. And the point guard with the ball right now, Noah Rios. He's a senior. He wears number 11. And he passes the ball over to one of the other top scorers, Ryan Fetchner. He's a guard that wears number 3. Now in the lane, a shot put up by number 4, post player, very physical player, Drake Everett, and the senior misses the ball. Back up the court, here come the Panthers, and let's see what they can do on this possession. And they will work the ball down low. It is put up, and it is missed that time. And that shot, it was taken by Ryan Salazar, a 6-foot sophomore. Now the Hawks miss a shot, and we'll see if the Panthers can get on the board on this possession. We are 2 minutes in. Now they won their last game on Monday against Rivera, and down the lane, and the shot is no good by Alameda, and the Hawks come up with a rebound, and they will bring the ball up. It was rebounded by Fetchner. Now a shot in the corner. A three-point shot is on the mark. So nice job there for the outside shot. And that, again, was a player we told you about that can hit the outside shots. He hit the first two-pointer. Now he has the first three-pointer, Rudy Rodriguez. So Rodriguez has all 5 points in the ball game. We have 5:30 remaining in the first quarter, and it's 5-0. Hawks over the Panthers. Harlingen South, 3-1 in district, and they are 14-3 overall. And that shot missed. I believe it was Alameda, and back come Harlingen. So here come the Hawks. They are passing the ball around the perimeter. Again, we've seen their outside shooting ability, and that time ball is thrown away into the backcourt. Turnover to the Panthers. We saw Fetchner try to get the ball back to Rodriguez, but instead turned it over. Now the ball will be inbounded, and we see Leonard Smith. He is a junior, 6'2". He brings the ball into the front court. Alameda has it for a moment. Now passed on the far side to Smith, down low to Peralez, and he will put it up, and he is fouled, I believe. Or is it going to be an offensive foul? No, it's going to be a charge. So first foul of the ball game offensively goes against Weslaco. And again now, we thought we saw their first points, but the ball will go back to the Hawks. We'll see what the Hawks do this time. They've got shots both inside and outside. Seem to like to shoot from the outside. That shot no good, but Rodriguez puts it up, and he misses it. Misses an inside jumper. So back come the Panthers. First shot was missed from the outside by Fetchner. Panthers try to get the ball on the far side. Seem a little bit out of sync early. Smith tried to pass it across court, but threw it out of bounds. Tried to get it to Peralez, but again, turned it over. We've seen a couple turnovers by the Panthers. And coming out of the ball game right now is Jeremiah Rivera. He was a junior. And coming in, Dean Badarou. So first substitution of the ball game, halfway through the opening quarter. No substitutions, obviously, for the Panthers. In the lane, getting by about 3 defenders. Shot is put up, and it's no good by Fetchner. Rebound also missed, and back come the Panthers. Smith gets it over to Alameda. He passes on top, and Salazar gets it down low. And again, another turnover, stolen the lane, and Badarou goes down all the way, misses the shot, puts it up, then by Noah Rios, but it's blocked by Leonard Smith. And again, ball goes out of bounds, almost stolen again by the Hawks. Very aggressive out there on defense, causing some problems here in the early going for the Panthers. So ball will go in to Smith, and the junior tries to get it over to one of his teammates, is successful that time. Ryan Salazar. Salazar to Perales. Now the outside jumper is good that time, and a nice job. I believe Ryan Salazar hits that shot, and so it is now 5-3, and it took about 5 minutes for the Panthers to get their first shot, but Salazar connects on a jumper from the right side. This time, shot put up, and it is no good from the top of the circle. But the Panthers still have the ball. Alameda has it knocked out of bounds. Hustle kept the ball with Weslaco. And now a substitution. Ethan Salinas comes in, a shooting guard, a junior. And going off is Drake Everett. Also, Leonard Smith comes out of the ball game right now. And coming in, Ethan Gallegos, number 10, a 5'10 sophomore. So, Panthers will see if they can get on the scoreboard on this possession. Only one foul so far in the ball game, and we've only played 6 minutes. Panthers try to get it down low. Oh, back around the perimeter. Alameda has it. Gallegos has it. Now a lob down low. Perales has it, and little one-hander up and good. Nice athletic move, getting around the defender, and used a one-hat shot to tie it up at 5, his first 2 points of the night. 2 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. Harlingen South against Weslaco. Weslaco, so far they are 16-3, 6-1 in district. Outside jumper is good. So another three-pointer made. Fetchner that time gets it. And it's now 8-5. A couple of three-pointers in this game for the Hawks. And driving down is the Panthers. Get it back on top to Perales. His sister plays for the girls team. Both are post players. Now he gets it down low. Again, another one-handed shot, this time off the back of the rim. Fighting for the rebound. It goes out of bounds, and it will be the Hawks' ball. Coming in is Devin Montemare. Also, Stephen Octagon, a freshman, is coming in. And among those going off, we see Rodriguez and also Fetchner. So a couple substitutions for the Hawks. And the ball is stolen in the lane. Rios loses it, and it's put up and in that time. Nice drive and nice basket. And that was Alameda. So it is now the Panthers trailing by 1, 8-7, under 1 minute remaining here in the opening quarter. Another outside shot for the Hawks, air ball, and the rebound also no good. First shot by Octagon, and then Badarou misses the rebound. Now ball down low, and once again, Perales gets it in. So nice job that time. He's got at least a couple baskets here, and the Panthers take their first lead of the night, 9-8, under 20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Now driving the lane, putting the shot up. It's too hard, no good by Salinas. And we have 9.9 seconds remaining. Going to be a substitution. We see for the Panthers, coming in is Gallegos. Also Leonard Smith. Badarou among those going off right now for the Hawks. Morales getting a breather after getting a couple baskets, the big post player. And we're down to the last second. No shot gotten off by the Hawks. So after 1 quarter of play, it was the Hawks leading most of the way, Harlingen South. But in the closing seconds, Panthers take the lead. Weslaco over Harlingen South, 9-8.
WHS. Let's dream it. Let's shout it. Let's dream it. Let's shout it.
We're about to start the second quarter of play. Panthers over the Hawks, 9-8. I'm Scott Harrison. Glad to have you aboard. I don't think I even had time to say my name here yet tonight. Action has been so fast. Not many fouls. Hawks, no fouls in the first quarter. Only one for Weslaco. Smith picks up the steal. And at the other end, shot put up and in. Nice job by Nicholas Avila, 5'11 junior. He gets his first points of the night. Panthers with their biggest lead, 11-8, 30 seconds into the second quarter. And we've seen Weslaco teams before struggle in the first quarter, both the girls and the boys, but then take over in the second quarter and really not trail again. We are going to have a foul. Going to be an elbow. And that foul, we'll double check, it is going to be against Weslaco. Gallegos, his first, team second. Long shot put up. Fetchner misses it. Hit one earlier in the first quarter. Leonard Smith quickly up with the ball, and he drives all the way, misses the shot. But again, nice effort. Getting quickly down the court. Rebounded by Drake Everett, who we mentioned earlier, a very physical player. Everett has the ball right now. Tries a three-pointer off the back of the rim. And for a moment, we see Rodriguez has the ball. Goes out of bounds. And it still will be the possession of the Hawks. Goes in. Rodriguez has it. Now passed around. Rivera, who's back in the game, number 1, a junior. Rivera goes in the lane. Now we'll pass it back out. Again, good defense in the lane. Always a tough man-to-man defense by the Panthers. And with the ball right now is Noah Rios. He's their point guard. He'll pass it on the side to Rodriguez to his left. Now down low to Everett. Everett working against Smith, and the ball is turned over. Back come the Panthers. And in the lane, putting the ball up and in. Nice job that time by Gallegos. Had a nice game against Rivera. He's a 5'10 sophomore. Ethan's his first name. So 13-8, and that three-pointer is missed, but put up by Drake. Drake gets another chance and makes the shot. After initially Rodriguez missed the three-pointer, Drake Everett had a couple attempts and made the most of it, 13-10, and that breaks the run of the Panthers. I believe they had about the last 7 points, something like that. At the other end now, shot is put up and good by Smith underneath. So it's a 15-10 lead. 5:28 remaining here in the second quarter. Drake Everett loses the ball, knocked away. Picked up. Gallegos now over to Leonard Smith. Smith driving again and has it knocked out of bounds. Nice block that time by Everett. We mentioned the physicality of him. Physical player, and you can see it right there. Clean block. And we have a substitution coming in. Perales comes in. Vince is back in. Leonard Smith goes out. So the top post player for the Panthers is back in. 5:14 remaining in the opening quarter. Gallegos has the ball. And now it's knocked away by Rodriguez. Knocks it out of bounds. Still will be Panthers ball. Knocked it away from Andrew Cabrera, a 5'8 junior who's now in the ball game. And Cabrera will bring the ball into the front court. Now pass sizzles past Perales, but I believe it was knocked out of bounds by the Hawks, so it will remain Panthers possession underneath. Ball will be inbounded by Cabrera, and he will get it up to Avila. Avila down low to Perez, and he puts it up and in. He's done that several times in the game so far. And the Panthers probably, I think, have their biggest lead of the night, 17-10. Just under 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Rodriguez with the ball. Back over to Everett. Everett drives the lane, and he'll put it up and in. 17-12. 4:30 remaining, first half. Down low, Perez. Nice little hook shot there. Turnaround one-hander. And he is doing a nice job with those one-handed shots tonight. Now we're going to have, I believe, a charging foul. Perez held his ground. And the foul is going to be charged against Fetchner. That is only the first foul of the night against the Hawks, and we have 4:17 remaining in the second quarter. I don't think I've ever seen a high school game where one team went that long without committing a foul. So the Panthers will inbound the ball, and that was a charging foul, not even a defensive foul. 19-12 again, Panthers lead. Shot taken by Gallegos on top, no good. Vince tries to tip it in, no good. And back come the Hawks. Hawks have it. In the corner, three-point attempt, no good. And rebounded. Shot missed by Rios, and there is a whistle. Getting ready to come back in the game. Several Panthers. Salazar. We'll see him come in, among others. And there was a foul on that play. Rudy Rodriguez got his first. Team second. Both teams have two team fouls with 3:49 remaining here in the second quarter. So Weslaco will work the ball. With it is Salazar. And a shot now taken. No good. High post right side. Missed by Almeida. He's back in the ball game. Andrew, always a top shooter. Now a big collision down low. Rodriguez runs into Gallegos. And again, that is going to be an offensive foul. That's the second time that has happened tonight against the Hawks. Second foul against Rodriguez. So 2 out of the 3 fouls, team fouls, were of the offensive variety so far for the Hawks. Gallegos puts up the shot, no good. Quickly down the floor come the Hawks. And shot put up, no good that time by Jeremiah Rivera, a junior, but there is going to be a whistle and a foul. Again, Panthers lead 19-12. 3:01 remaining here in the opening quarter. And Rivera will be going to the line. Now the foul on that play was against Ethan Gallegos. It's going to be his second, team's third. So not many fouls, but a couple players each have 2 fouls for their own team. Gallegos has 2, and so does Rodriguez. And Gallegos comes off. Leonard Smith comes in. First foul shot was good. 19-13. Panthers lead by 6. Again, 3:01 remaining here in the first half. Second shot up. Off the front of the rim, no good. And it is rebounded, though. Put up and missed by Rodriguez, but they say, I guess he last touched it for a moment. It looked like Morales knocked it out of bounds, but it's going to be Weslaco ball. Now the officials are going to talk it over, and we'll see who gets possession. Well, break for Weslaco. From my vantage point for a moment, I thought that Vince was the last to touch it, but I'm not going to argue. All right, Leonard brings it up court, has the ball. Almeida gets it to Morales. Now back to Smith around the perimeter, and it's stolen. Stolen out there. Nice job stealing the ball by Banderu. And back up court, here come the Hawks. And three-pointer is good. It's Fetchner from the right corner. And Hawks can hit some three-pointers. 19-6, Leonard Smith drives, misses, gets his own rebound. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be the possession of the Panthers. Coming back in, the big man, Drake Everett for the Hawks. Going off is Jeremiah Rivera. Ball will be inbounded, goes to Almeida, and he will catch and shoot, misses from the baseline. Quickly in transition, it's put up and in. It's going to be a three-point attempt. Ryan Fetchner, who had a three-pointer moments ago, now will try to get a three-pointer the old-fashioned way from the free throw line. And very quickly, this game could be tied up. 19-18, Panthers lead with 2:10 remaining in the first half. And the free throw attempt is no good. Now that looks like there's going to be a jump ball. By the way, the foul was against Andrew Almeida. It was his first, team's fourth jump ball, and the ball will go over to the Panthers. So we have timeout on the court. 2:08 remaining here in the second quarter, and it is the Weslaco Panthers leading the Hawks of Harlingen South 19-8.
Before Christine McCleary was a physical therapist, she was an honor student at Weslaco ISD, played sports, and was a cheerleader. She graduated from Ohio State University, then physical therapy school at Texas State University. Now she is Dr. Christine McCleary at Triumph Therapy and part of the clinical faculty at UTRGV School of Medicine. Weslaco ISD is home to some of the most prestigious graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For Christine McCleary, WISD was the right choice.
Teams are returning to the court. And again, this has been a good first half. Looked like Weslaco might start pulling away in the second quarter, but some good outside shooting by the Hawks. And they are back in it as Weslaco inbounds it. Again, about 2 minutes remain till halftime, 19-8. Panthers lead by 1 over Harlingen South. Perales has the ball. Now it is going to be put up, and the shot is missed by Salazar. Another shot put up by Smith, and we are going to have a whistle. So Leonard Smith will go to the line with 1:49 remaining. Try to get his team a three-point lead. And that foul against Bandaru. Dean gets his first, team's fourth. Now the first free throw is good. So it's 20-18. Leonard puts up the second shot, and it's also good. So Panthers by 3, 21-18. 1:48 remaining till halftime. Everett has the ball. Now gets it to their point guard, and maybe the shot was partially blocked. No good by Rios, but Hawks come up with the ball. And Fetchner will get it back out to Rios. Working the perimeter right now. Rios trying to set things up. Gets it in the corner to Rodriguez. He's very much guarded there. I think the Panthers are getting aware that they can shoot those corner shots. Better play tough defense. Now, very physical move underneath by who else? Everett. And there's going to be a foul. And it's going to be against Almeida. He pleads his case that I had my arms up. I didn't foul him, but to no avail. He will pick up his second foul. Panthers' fifth. And Everett will take the free throw. It's good. 21-19. Minute 7 remaining. Even Gabe Valdez talking to the officials a little bit, possibly about that last call. Next shot up by Everett is good. So team's doing a nice job at the charity stripe. Panthers now back up by 1 once again, 21-20. And Leonard Smith will go down, and he'll give it to Perales, and he puts it up and in. Nice job dropping down to the post player, and he gets 2. At the other end, there is going to be a foul, and committing the foul that time for Weslaco, trying to make the block. Well, let's see, going to the line first, we'll announce that, is Rivera. First free throw is good. And we see Avila going into the game. Also, we see a couple substitutions for Harlingen. And that foul, by the way, was against Gabriel Renterio, number 12, a sophomore, his first. Second free throw, no good, rebounded by Leonard Smith. And Smith comes down the court and almost loses it in the lane. Good presence to keep it and get the shot. It's rebounded by Salinas, Ethan Salinas, one of the players that just came in. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Hawks ball. Ball brought up the court by Rios. 30 seconds remaining. Panthers up by 2, 23-21. So we'll see if the Hawks are going to go for the final shot of the half. It looks like that, just letting the clock run. Weslaco just dropping back on defense, and they definitely will take this clock down to the final few seconds. We're down to 9 seconds. Now Rios starts making a move, and he will drop it off to Fetchner. In the lane, he hits the shot. Fetchner, the senior, gets a three-pointer, and in the closing seconds, once again, the lead is retaken by the visitors, the Harlingen South Hawks. Thinking here, I believe this may be the first time they've had the lead in the second quarter. Weslaco took the lead late in the first quarter, but as we go to intermission, it is the Harlingen South Hawks over the Weslaco Panthers in Weslaco, 24-23 and 32-6A Texas high school basketball action. And again, we'll be back with the second half in about 10 minutes. This is a K-West production. And we're getting ready for second half action here in Weslaco. It's 32-6A district action between the Weslaco Panthers and the Harlingen South Hawks. Panthers so far 15-3 overall this season, and they are 6-1 in district action. Harlingen South 3-1 in district, 14-3 overall. And Weslaco leads, or actually trails by 1 as we go into the second half, 24-23. We will try to run down some of the scoring as we have time. Right now, Weslaco will start first. Andrew Alameda hits the shot, and now he has 3 more points. He has a total of 5 on the night. And we see Vince Perales, he leads the team with 10. Leonard Smith has 4. Ryan Salazar 3. Ethan Gallegos 2. And Nicholas Avila 2. We'll go and give you Harlingen South scores in just a moment. And there's an alley-oop. Rios, nice job, and it is put in. Wow, nice alley-oop. And that basket is scored by number 4, Drake Everett. He now has 8 points on the night. At the other end, Leonard Smith hits a shot, so it's 28-26. Panthers lead 1 minute here into the second half. Ryan Fetchner was the leading scorer for the Hawks in the first half with 12. Jeremiah Rivera had 1, and Rudy Rodriguez had 5. Right now, Everett goes in the lane, and it's blocked. Big block on that play, that is, by Perales. The big man takes care of the other big man. The 2 post players meet up, and advantage that time to Vince. But it's still the ball of the Hawks, and running jumper from the baseline is good. And give those 2 points to Fetchner. So Fetchner continues moving up the point totals. Again, remember, he had 12 in the first half. I know at least a couple of them came from 3-point range. Almeida now driving down the lane. He puts it up, misses it. And Rodriguez comes down and all the way down court. He sends it to Everett, and Everett will put it up and in. And so it is now 30-28. The Hawks over the Panthers, 6:15 remaining here in the third quarter. Again, a fast-moving game. Leonard Smith down low. It's put up, no good by Ryan Salazar. and he will be going to the foul line. So remember, there were no fouls, I don't believe, for Harlingen South till about 4:17 remaining in the second quarter. They pick up their first with 6:07 remaining in the third quarter, and that one is against one of their top shooters, Rodriguez, his third non-shooting foul, so he will go to the bench. Only player in the game with 3 personal fouls so far. Shot put up no good by Leonard Smith. Fight for the rebound, and Fetchner comes down with it, and he is tied up and actually going to be fouled on that play by Leonard Smith. So that is going to be his first, team's first in the second half with 2 minutes gone. And the Hawks will inbound the ball. Weslaco, no full court pressure. They drop back. And Noah Rijos, point guard, will pass it around the perimeter. Salinas had the ball for a moment. Now back to Jeremiah Rivera, number 1. Rios will reset. Salinas has the ball. Had to come in with that third foul against Rodriguez. Running jumper, no good by Rivera, and Weslaco comes down with the board. Down low to Perales, and it's up and in. And nice assist on that play to Almeida. Very quickly, Rivera comes up court, and there's going to be a whistle and a foul against Weslaco. Game knotted up at 30, 5:13 remaining here in the third quarter. Getting ready to come back in. Looks like we're going to see Devin Ibarra, 5'8" junior. I don't think he's been in tonight. First free throw is missed by Rivera. And he comes in for Almeida, who just picked up his third foul. So 2 of the top shooters now on the bench in foul trouble. Almeida is out. Now the game. The second free throw is good with 3 fouls. And we already told you that Rudy Rodriguez is on the bench for Harlingen South. Backdoor pass. Blind pass, missed that time, but nice pass by Leonard Smith, but missed by Salazar. And at the other end, ball is going to go over to Weslaco. 31-30, Harlingen South leads. Leonard Smith, guarded by Rios, brings it up court. Point guards guarding each other. And Salazar shoots a three-pointer. No good. Rebound at Rivera. He's going to take it the length of the court. Lays it up and in. Good ball control. Rivera all the way for that two-pointer. So now 33-30. It's Harlingen South over Weslaco. 4:29 remaining, third quarter. And ball now passed inside to Salazar. Goes out of bounds. Substitution coming in. Ethan Gallegos will come in right now. Takes the place of Gabriel Rentarino. And Weslaco will inbound the ball. Perales puts up a shot, no good. And here comes Rios. Leonard Smith puts pressure on him for a moment, then drops back. And the Hawks will set up. Salinas has the ball. Thinks about lobbing it in. Nobody inside. Looking for Drake Everett. Now back out to Salinas. Rios has the ball. Will take a three-pointer. In and out. But it's rebounded and put up and also missed by Fetchner. But rebounded by Salinas. Back to Fetchner now inside to Everett. Everett misses it. There's a fight for the ball. And we are going to have a traveling call. Traveling call against Salinas. Ball will go back to Weslaco. And Nicholas Avila will come in. Coming off is Ryan Salazar. Avila, 5'11" junior. Also another substitution. Leonard Smith will come off. And Andrew Cabrera, a 5'8" junior, comes in. I believe there also was a substitution. Yes, there was, for Harlingen South. Long shot put up, no good that time by Avila. Fight for the ball, and it's going to be the Panthers' ball. Perales puts it up and in, and there's going to be a whistle. Dean Bandaroo, by the way, had just come in, number 15, a junior for the Hawks. And there is a foul. Panthers trail 33-32, 3:17 remaining in the third quarter. And that last foul called against Drake Everett. His first, team second, also 2 against the Panthers. Vince at the foul line, puts up the shot, and it's good. So a three-point play the old-fashioned way, and the Panthers have tied it up at 33. 3:15 clock running here in the third quarter. Rios in the front court, drops it back to Everett. Rios has it again. Big man trying to get in, Everett, but has trouble finding position. Good defense by the Panthers. Bandaroo now has it. Bandaroo sends it back out. Now to Everett. Everett, high post, right side. Gets it to Rios, back to Everett. Everett now will drive the lane and has it blocked from behind, but I believe he was fouled. So Everett makes a strong move and is going to be rewarded with foul shots. 2:42 as he goes to the line. And the fouls against Andrew Cabrera, going to be his first, team's third. And Everett will try to break this tie. Again, we mentioned he's a physical player. The coaching staff told us that from Harlingen South before the game. And you saw his physicality on that last drive. Makes the first free throw. Second one coming up. Spins in and out. And Perales gets it. And once again, here comes Weslaco working the perimeter right now. Now Perales starts dropping down low for a moment, but comes back outside. So we'll see if they go for an outside shot. No, they will work in the lane. Being stripped of the ball is the Panthers. Avila was stripped of the ball. And here comes South. Turnaround jumper by Rios, no good. Perales gets the rebound. Back comes Weslaco. Driving the baseline, putting up the shot. No good that time by Gallegos. Whistle. 34-33. Hawks lead. 2:01 remaining in the third quarter. Two-shot foul coming up. And that foul is going to be the second against Fetchner. Team's third. Gallegos at the line. First shot perfect. So Matt knocks it up at 34 again. See if the Panthers can regain the lead. Here comes the shot. It is good. So Gallegos, the sophomore, makes both shots. I believe he now has 4 points, had 2 points in the first half. Back come the Hawks. Fetchner with the ball. A little more pressure. Weslaco coming out toward half court to meet their opponent. Bandaroo has it. Bandaroo dropping the ball off to Fetchner. Rios takes the shot, point guard misses, and for a moment it's rebounded by Bandaroo. Goes out of bounds, but I believe it still will be Hawks ball. Hawks, dark uniforms, orange trim. Now ball goes outside. Salinas takes the shot, no good. Perales goes up hard for the board. And here comes Weslaco. Avila. And the shot's taken, good. So another three-pointer made by Weslaco, and they're up 38-34. 1:05 remaining here in the third quarter, and we are going to have timeout on the court. Now, some questions on something with the officials. Again, we mentioned their head coach is Brian Molina, and possibly not a timeout after all. We'll have to wait and see. So we'll keep it here, no timeout. Hawks will inbound the ball. Noah Rijos gets it into Fetchner. Fetchner back to his point guard. Rios being guarded by Ibarra. Now ball in the corner and off the fingertips of Salinas. Salinas couldn't hold on in the corner. Ball goes back to Weslaco. Ethan Salinas, a shooting guard, a junior, came in when Rudy Rodriguez picked up his third foul. Rodriguez had 5 points in the first half, but hasn't played much here in the third quarter. At the other end, Salinas comes up with a steal of a pass in the lane, and he will get it over to Drake Everett. Everett, high post, right side, hits the shot, and there is going to be a whistle.
Before Dania Pulido became an attorney, she was a student at Weslaco ISD. She was a member of the National Honor Society and a cheerleader. She earned her degree from St. Mary's University, then graduated from St. Mary's University School of Law. Now she is Dania Pulido, attorney at law for Texas Legal Services Center in Austin. Weslaco ISD is home to some of the most prestigious graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For Dania Pulido, Weslaco ISD was the right choice.
And Devin Montemayor, Devin Montemayor, a junior, will be coming into the game. I believe this is his first action of the night. 38-36 again, Panthers lead as we approach the end of the third quarter. We'll see if they wait for the last shot. No, they're going to drive it, and shot spins out from the baseline. That was taken by Nicholas Avila. And one wild shot taken up right before the buzzer. No good by Bendaru. So it was a lead taken in the final seconds of the second quarter by the Hawks, but this time they can't regain the lead at the end of the third quarter. And we go to the break with the Weslaco Panthers up on top of the Harlingen South Hawks, 38-36, and this has been a very exciting game, going back and forth. For a while, I had a feeling maybe Weslaco was going to take charge in the second quarter, but give credit to the Hawks, they fought back, and it's been back and forth ever since. And we see, of course, some foul problems. I know Rodriguez has 3 fouls for the Hawks. Almeida has 3 fouls for Weslaco, so 2 of the top shooters for each team out with fouls, and of course another shooter, an apparent leg injury for Salinas. Ethan Salinas, we don't know how long he'll be out, if he can return or not. So those are some of the players that we don't know how much we'll see them in action the remainder of the game. Beginning the fourth quarter, I'm Scott Harrison here at Weslaco, and it is the Panthers, the host team, leading the Harlingen South Hawks 38-36. 8-minute quarters in the high school game. Fast-moving game. And the Hawks will begin the fourth quarter of play. Noah Rios has it. And we are going to have a foul. Weslaco a little too aggressive on defense. And that foul going to be called against Devin Ibarra. The 5'8 junior picks up his first. And it's going to be team's 5th. So far 3 against the Hawks here in the second half. And Rodriguez is back in once again, and he's going to be, is it traveling? We'll have to wait and see. Remember, we talked about the fact he had 3 fouls. And it's going to be a foul. Going to be a foul. Going to be the 6th on the Panthers against Vince Perales. The junior, of course, had 10 points in the first half. Neither team in the bonus quite yet. Not many fouls in the first half. Neither team got to the bonus in the first half. But the Hawks put it in out of bounds. Again, Panthers up by 2. And Rodriguez drives, misses on his shot from the low post right side. And Panthers get the rebound. Working in the perimeter. Gallegos with the ball. And now, shot taken. And it's good. Shot taken, made by Gallegos. And it's now 41-36, Panthers lead. 7 minutes remaining in regulation. Really was impressed when I saw Ethan in the win over Rivera, keeping it up also tonight. This shot off the mark. Now Everett puts up a rebound, no good. Tries to put it again, no good. He'll tip it to a teammate, and it's going to be Fetchner. He puts it up and in. So nice hustle on the boards by Everett. Results in points, and I don't think Gabe Valdez was too happy with that. He's going to call timeout. So we have 6:39 remaining here in the fourth quarter, and the Panthers are ahead of the Hawks of Harlingen South by 3, 41-38. And now we are going to get back to the court. Panthers have the ball. 41-38, they lead. Clock running, 6:37 remaining. Panthers in this back and forth second half have so far led all the way here in the third quarter. Granted, only about 90 seconds old. And Ibarra passing the ball around. Peralez up high this time. We'll see if the Panthers try to work it down low. And it's actually ripped away from Gallegos by Rodriguez. But Panthers steal away at the other end. Now it will go out of bounds. Nice hustle. Ibarra stole it back away. And before the ball went out of bounds, it was touched by the Hawks. So the Panthers will have it. And we see some substitutions coming in, about 4 of them. Leonard Smith, Andrew Almeida coming back in. Also Ryan Salazar. And Gabriel Renteria. Parala is the only person remaining in there for Weslaco. Other 4 players go out. And we see some of the starters back in now, including Almeida, who's sat on the bench quite a bit in the second half with 3 fouls. Leonard Smith right away contributes as from the right post drives in for the shot, makes it. Fetchner falls on his backside as he tries a 3-pointer from the left side. Quickly down court. Here come the Panthers. And we have a basket. Nice job by Gabriel Renteria, another one of those sophomores we were talking about, contributing. And the Panthers possibly have their biggest lead of the night, 45-38, as Hawks call timeout.
Before David Lozano started practicing law, he was a student at Weslaco ISD. He participated in UIL athletics. He was a regional qualifier. He earned college credits through the dual enrollment program. After high school, he attended the University of Texas before graduating from St. Mary's School of Law. Now he helps people in need as an attorney. WISD is home to some of the most prestigious graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For David Lozano, Weslaco ISD was the right choice.
So we are back to action. Panthers up 45-38. Approaching 5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Again, a little more pressure applied. Leonard Smith knocks it away, and now he will put the ball in. All right, he knocked it away to his teammate, Renteria, and Renteria got it down to him. And at the other end, Peralez blocks it, but Harlingen keeps it. You can see the inspired play right now by the Panthers. Defensively and offensively, especially defensively, Leonard Smith almost knocks away the ball from Rios, and they are really inspired on defense, making it difficult for the Hawks to even handle the ball, much less get a shot. We see double teams, everything. Fetchner thinks about shooting a 3-pointer, finally does with a hand in his face, and you got to give the young man credit. He had a hand in his face by Renteria, but still made the shot. So it's now 47-41 Panthers lead. Approaching 4 minutes remaining here in regulation. Renteria could not have played it better. So no fault of his. Give Fetchner just credit on taking a great shot. We knew he was a good shooter. Almeida now passes the ball out to Leonard Smith. And back on top. We'll see what the Panthers do with it. Salazar had it for a moment. Now Almeida takes a shot, a little short, and he is going to fight for the rebound. And unfortunately, I think he may pick up a foul, and if it is him, it's going to be his fourth. It is. You can't blame his hustle. I think he got frustrated by missing the shot. Got a little aggressive on defense. You know he's frustrated. Has hardly played here in the second half, and with that fourth foul, he's got to come out. And that's the 7th team foul against the Panthers. So we see in the bonus now is the Hawks. And they make a substitution. Steven Ortegon goes in. Drake Everett going to get a break. I bet that's not for too long. So, unfortunately, Almeida is going to have to come out. And the free throw is good. And again, it is now 47-42. As we mentioned, in the bonus, Rios at the line. And that shot also good. So back come the Panthers. And nice shot by Leonard Smith, actually. Nice drive, I should say, and puts it in. Ethan Gallegos came back in when Almeida went out. But Gallegos has had a pretty good game. And Rios falls in the lane, not fouled, loses the ball. Panthers have it. Again, the hustling defense causing problems for the Hawks. Now Smith, inspired again tonight, drives in, misses the shot. Rebound at that time for a moment, but then Rios gets it. Has it knocked away. And a foul going to be called against Gallegos. He thought he just got his hand on the ball, didn't hit the wrist, but apparently not. So again, Rios will go to the line. And that also is the 3rd foul against Gallegos. Coming back into the ball game in a moment, Devin Montemer. And first free throw is good. So Panthers lead 49-43. 3:09 remaining here in regulation. Second shot upcoming. It is good. And Rios been doing a little shooting here in the 4th quarter. The point guard, he's going to get a breather. And Weslaco will inbound the ball. Now we see a little pressure in the backcourt by the Hawks, but Smith breaks it and gets it down for the alley-oop, and it's good! The alley-oop worked perfectly to Ryan Salazar. 51-45. Ball out of bounds at the other end. Going to be going over to the Hawks. And again, let's see if we have a timeout. I believe we do. Panthers had 5 timeouts. Only 2 for Harlingen South. 51-45, Panthers lead here in the later moments of the 4th quarter. I want to thank the gentleman I'm working with tonight for K-West, Vinny Berry. As always, magnificent with his camera work, our videographer, giving you all this exciting action tonight. And I tell you what, a lot to keep up with. It's a fast-moving game. I give him a lot of credit for the job he's doing tonight. And, again, gentlemen, we always enjoy working with. And we're talking about Amadeo Barones. He is here being our producer. And we see a foul against Weslaco. We'll have to wait and see. All right. Ball is inbounded. Weslaco has it, so they get to keep it. And let's see, the foul I believe, was against the Hawks, against Fetchner, his third, team's fourth. And we see now Perales, cross-court pass, now back on top. Weslaco may try to work some clock as we approach 2 minutes. Steal attempted by Montemayor, but now Perales gets down low and puts it up and in. He's in double-digit scoring tonight. Panthers now up by 8, 53-45. 2 minutes remaining in regulation. A long shot off the mark. Fetchner takes it, and we're going to have a jump ball. I believe it's going to be the Panthers that get it. Yes, arrow points in the direction of the Panthers. And a substitution right now. Nuxavila comes in. And Renteria goes off. Gabriel Renteria. I believe also substitution for the Hawks. Yes, Rios comes back in, the point guard. Montemayor goes off. No, he's still out there, all right. So, I know Rios is back in. All right, Leonard Smith, the ball out of bounds. He will inbound it. And he will see some pressure, but gets it in. And now the ball will be passed around the perimeter. And is it going to be stolen? No. Well, let's see. Yes, winds up with Rios. Got to give Harlingen South some credit. They are trying to get after that ball. Now Weslaco knocks it away for a moment. And ball is blocked. Ever tries to drive in the lane, and it's blocked away. I think it was Perales, and we are going to now have a whistle. So Vince has done a nice job tonight with his blocks, and we have timeout on the court. 1:20 remaining, and it is 53-45.
WHS. Let's dream it. Let's shout it. Let's dream it. Let's shout it. WHS.
Both teams playing some inspired defense here in the final minutes. And now ball goes down low, but goes back out again. Salazar had it, now sends it back out. Gallegos has it, and worked in the lane. Now back out to Perales. He's double teamed, managed to get it back to Gallegos. And Weslaco content to pass the ball a little bit, work some time off the clock. Leonard Smith has it on top, under a minute remaining. Finally, Perales, he could have driven, but he decides not to. We also saw an open three-pointer for Avila. He's not going to do anything. They're just going to pass it around, and eventually, yes, the foul's going to have to come. Leonard Smith is fouled, and that's only the sixth foul, so not yet in the bonus, but Fetchner fouls out of the game, but Harlingen not in the bonus yet. So he played a very nice game. And I know he had 12 points alone in the first half. And we see Liam Kotzer coming in, getting his first action of the night. He's a senior, number 21. Again, 53-45. Another whistle. And that will put Weslaco into the bonus. So Ryan Salazar will go to the line, had 3 points in the first half. 33.7 seconds remaining. Panthers ahead, 53-45. First free throw is no good, but rebounded. Rebounded by the Panthers by Avila, so they can work some more clock. And they're just going to wait to get fouled. They will not take another shot, I don't believe. And eventually they're going to have to foul the Hawks, and they will. Or no, actually a timeout is called, I believe, by Gabe Valdez. I think he was worried about his team being maybe double-teamed and 5-second violation, whatever. And, of course, he'll use this as a learning opportunity. So the Weslaco Panthers, again, if my statistics are correct, they will go to 17-3 overall and 7-1 in conference. Harlingen South will drop to 14-4 overall and 3-2 in district. This is 32-6A action. Ball is stolen by Harlingen. At the other end, it is laid up and in by Jeremiah Rivera. He had 1 point in the first half. So the Panthers now ahead 53-47. They're ahead by 6, and a timeout is called.
Before Harlan Block raised the flag over Iwo Jima, he was a student at Weslaco ISD. There he played for the Panthers, won a championship, and learned some of the leadership skills he and 7 other students used while serving in the Marines. Weslaco ISD is home to some of the most prominent graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For war hero Harlan Block, Weslaco ISD was the right choice.
53-47 the score. 11.9 seconds remaining here in regulation. And going to be a foul against Rudy Rodriguez, his 4th. He missed a lot of the second half with foul trouble, but managed to not foul out. Both teams obviously in the bonus. Each has 18 fouls. Perales at the line. Vince had some nice blocks tonight, also some nice strong baskets underneath. That time misses the free throw. And brought down the court. Rodriguez will take a shot. 5 seconds remaining. Ball goes out of bounds. Will remain possession of the Hawks. We'll see if they can get one less score before this is over. Rodriguez takes the shot. Three-pointer no good. Rebounded by Leonard Smith. And that is going to do it. 53-47 here in Weslaco. It is the host team, the Panthers, victorious over the Harlingen South Hawks. So that will wrap things up today. Again, I want to thank my crew doing a good job today. I'm Scott Harrison. Stay safe, and we'll talk with you again soon. This has been a K-West production.